Popeye. Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back. I did mess up again. Welcome back to the Doctor Who Retrospective of Scotty. You're not. We are on Series 4, Episode 5. The Poison Sky. Santa. 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 Yes, that's where we left off. The Santa. Wilfred's in the car. He's dying. What's going to happen? Here comes Sylvia with an axe. Breaks open the windshield. Oh, get out! I'm like, yes. Yeah. And even Donna's like, why do you have an axe? Burglars? Yeah. So, yeah, that's how that's resolved. But, yes, and eventually now, the general is warned about Martha. The Martha clone does warn him, but after she's already sabotaged some stuff, she does get hacked into the system so that they can't set off the nuclear launch, which ends up being a godsend because the Doctor doesn't want it to happen either. Although he does do something later. We also have Luke, who is the kid, the smart kid I talked about in the first part. He tries to get other people of his school to join him, but can't. They won't listen. When he tells General Stahl, however, Stahl just responds with, guess there's no target practice, because he was going to shoot them as soon as they got on the ship, because he was promised Luke was promised a planet where they could repopulate, but that wasn't going to happen. No, I don't think they ever explained it, but I believe this also has to do with the disappearing planets. But they are conquering Earth. They're not trying to start war. They are trying to repopulate. The gas is actually clone feed, because like I said, the Santarans are clones. So they're trying to repopulate Earth. They'll kill the humans, but they'll live in there. Yeah. Which kind of gets the name Poison Sky. Makes it kind of... It's not poison, but it is to us, I guess. And so, the Doctor puts Donna in the TARDIS to be safe, but the Santarans take the TARDIS. So she has to kind of sneak around. And you get a sense that the Doctor knows about Martha. Because at one point he asks, did you call your parents or Tom yet? She's like, well, why? He's like, to see if they're okay, the gas. She's like, oh, right, I should do that. And he's kind of like, He does admit later that he figured it out right away, because apparently there's a smell to clones that he could... Hello? It was acting weird for a second. Now I'll do it again. I don't know what's going on. I'll replay it. It's probably not going to do it there, but... and I don't know, maybe in the next episode, because, spoiler, Martha's in the next one. I'll just say that much. But we don't get any kind of thing. I don't know what happens with Tom, because she has the ring, but, I don't know. And again, but, she called him at the end of the Last of the Time Lords to make sure he was still alive. Maybe there was something between them. I don't know, but yeah. Yes. So, against the Doctor's orders, the General decides to start the war. I do like the comment, what we could use right now is a Brigadier. It's a line for Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. So they get gas masks. Yes, and they go out to start the beginning of the war. And I remember watching this. I forgot about this part. Because the Doctor's standing there with the gas mask on, and I told my son, I said, the Doctor's wearing a gas mask. Are you my mummy? And right after I said that, the Doctor says, are you my mummy? Because the General asks him a question, are you ready for this, Doctor? Or something like that. And he looks at him and goes, are you my mummy? That's the first of 2 callbacks we'll get. We don't get another one until Series 8. Are you Mamma Me? But, Are You Mamma Me? Which is a callback to the Doctor dances in the... I forgot the first part. But yeah. Sorry. I need a stretch. That felt good. I'm sorry. Popeye. So, Donna helps out. She's able to get the teleporter working again, and he's able to teleport in, to teleport her back, and he's gonna teleport in. Or he uses it to teleport the TARDIS back to where it's supposed to be. And then he converts this machine that Luke has, and he uses it to burn the atmosphere because I guess the gas is ignitable. One problem. When he does this, it ignites the atmosphere, but only the atmosphere above everything is lit up. The gas is all over the place. Like, it's all over Earth. It's like right in front of us. People are, you know? Like, there would be fire everywhere, not just above us, but sci-fi TV show believability's out the window. I'm trying to get through this, and I don't want to rush the review. I think I just a toilet. You know what? I'll be right back. Where was I? Sorry about that. You guys didn't really see anything, but I had to sit there for a little bit. Right, so he ignites the sky. And it only ignites the top, like I said, but they save the world, right? I also want to point out the Doctor gets very irritated from guns, from the General. When he uses guns, Santarans are using them. There's a point, I think it's General Scar, gets killed in battle. And he's just like that's the way they want to go, to die in battle. But Santaran, he's a Santaran. At one point, when they teleport to Ratigan's school, Luke shows up with the gun. He's like, if I see one more gun, like he's at his Doctor's at his wit's end with guns at this point. But I also want to talk about when he figures out, when he reveals he knows about Martha. And she's like, how long you know? Oh, the whole time. You smell, really. You smell. Like he knew. And, like, there's this whole thing about, like, this clone has her memories. Which is very weird that it would be evil. And it was created by the Santarans, so it works for the Santarans. I guess that's how it works. But I think if it's something created with her memories, it's a clone of her, it would undoubtedly turn sides. But yeah, and they keep Martha alive because it keeps the clone alive. So when Martha is detached from the thing, the clone dies, essentially. And she takes her ring back. Yeah. So the Doctor, after exploding the atmosphere, which only does at the top. I know I keep bringing that up. Anyway, he is going to go onto the Santaran ship with that device, and he's going to detonate it, killing everyone in there. But they're like, why can't you just set it to explode? He goes, because I got to give him a chance, which is very much the Doctor's way. He goes in there, he gives him a chance, but the Santarans, they're not afraid of death. So every time he tries to give him a chance, they don't listen. As he's getting ready to go, though, he says goodbye to Donna and Martha, and then tells Luke to do something clever with his life. Well, he does. He starts programming the teleporter, and they're like, what are you doing? Something clever. And I can tell you, this is a British person doing an American accent, because when they are doing American accents, they emphasize the R too much. Something clever. That's how he says it. Clever. Something clever. Instead of clever. Clever. And he teleports himself in. I do like how the Centaur's like, Santa, Santa, like they're ready to die. And then he teleports himself in, and he looks at them, and he goes, Santa, and Commander Stahl is like, oh, as it explodes, it dies, and the doctor, he doesn't really freak out. You could have had a speech here, and Dave said, oh no, why did you do it? Why? You're supposed to give him a chance. But he did give him a chance. So it's not like, it's the whole Goku strategy, right? We're like, Krillin could have cut Vegeta's head off at the end of season 1. Goku said, no, let him go. Give him a chance. Hey, it was a good strategy there because, Vegeta became one of the biggest allies that Goku had. But I'm just saying, it's one of those things where you have to always give your enemy a chance, and if it doesn't work, then, he even gives Frieza a chance, but Frieza's like, no, I'm going to kill you. So he, after taking forever for that fight, my God, it's like 6 episodes. They fight on a destroying planet, and it takes forever because they had to catch up with the manga. So it just takes forever for them to fight and explode, and yeah. Eventually, I think he stops giving chances because Cell doesn't give a chance, or the androids. I don't think, although he is in sort of a coma for some of the android thing. But anyway, so basically he's saying goodbye. Oh, by the way, it's the Valiant that clears the air at first when it comes down, because the Valiant, of course, last seen in Last of the Time Lords, it's what the Master was on, but it's that ship. It looks kind of like a shield helipad. Shield was a thing in the comics already, but this was 2008, so around the time Iron Man was going to happen, so close to it. Or is it 2007, 2008? I don't know. If Forge of the Dam was Christmas 2007, this has to be in 2008 at least, right? I don't know. But, yeah. They're going to TARDIS. They're going to say goodbye. Or, we get a happy thing. I do like when all the air goes away and everything, they're all happy. Sylvia's happy. She's waving it. Hey! And then she comes in. She's like, hey, I walked today. Don't catch me in a car. No, sir. No, ma'am. And, like, she goes in and she starts bitching at Donna again. And it's like, oh, you made her likable. And she's not really not as bad. But then Wilfred's like, I won't tell her. I promise. And he says goodbye. And when Wilfred cries, damn it, you cry with him. Because, I don't know, that man cries. You gotta cry with him. I don't know why. It just happens. So, Donna's off with the doctor again. They're in the TARDIS. They're basically saying goodbye to Martha, but then the door shuts and they're propelled off to the next adventure. Yeah, the TARDIS activates by itself. I don't remember why. I hope they explain it in the next one, but I don't remember why. And again, I'm going to have a little bit of issue with the next episode as well, because this feels like, oh, we're going to have all 3 of these, but we're going to have this one doing that. So, yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this episode? Let me know, comment, like, share, and subscribe. I guess I should say. I like this. I think it's a decent 2-parter. Again, we're not doing too bad at the beginning of this season. And there's a lot of good episodes this season, really. There's 2-parter. And the next one, an episode that is actually pretty good. It was actually foreshadowed last season. I'll get to that. And then there's another 2-parter? Question mark? I think so. I can't remember though, because this is a 2-parter and I don't remember. I'm gonna look at the pictures I'm like, oh yeah, that are those, but I don't know. So thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.